got a countdown, and I don't understand why it's got a countdown, but now we've started. So now I am here with my friend Marie on the phone. Say hi, Marie.
Hey. Hi.
See? There she is. Now you know I'm not lying. I actually have friends.
Why? Somebody say I'm not real?
No, but everybody probably thinks that I pay people to be my friends. Did I pay you anything monetarily?
No, I wouldn't. I don't.
Hey, did you get that bag of drugs that I sent you?
Oh my god.
The pharmaceutical stuff. Medicinal things. I'm kidding.
Medicinal things.
Yeah, no, I didn't send you anything anyway. I don't even know your address. It's okay. You live somewhere out in the world that's beyond my room.
I just don't have to, I don't have far. I mean,
Oh.
but it isn't.
I know.
Everywhere in Texas takes a minute to drive, so that's why I'm like, we can hang out. I ain't tripping, because
For real.
like I said, you can drive everywhere you go in this damn place.
I mean, it's not like California where like everything's like right there, right?
No, California, like, you have to drive 2 hours to the beach. You have to drive 2 hours to get to an hour and a half, 2 hours to Disneyland. Magic Mountain's the only thing that was close to Bakersfield. That was like 45 minutes.
Oh.
45 minutes to an hour, depending on traffic.
Here you can go to the beach in 45 minutes.
Less than that, I live 15 minutes away from one of the beaches. I think it's like Sylvia Beach or Sylvia something beach. I think it's a little short. I'm not too sure. All I know is it's 15 minutes away and it was cool. I was like, wow, we're at the beach, dude.
You're like, wow.
It'll take us another 2 hours.
Real black water.
Oh my gosh, California has the same water.
Yeah, I know. That's why California's cool, right?
No, because I didn't like it there.
Oh, okay. Well.
Yeah, the downside is we have illegal here. I'm not stupid.
You were sick of the gold diggers there?
Wait, what?
You were sick of the gold diggers and stuff there too? The people that like live like high snooty class life, big bougie?
I lived in Bakersfield. They were not bougie, they were fakers.
Oh. I know.
Yeah.
But I mean, there has to have been like this every once in a while that somebody bougie came by.
Rosedale, there was more upper class people, but most of them are farmers, and farmers, they're not really uppity. I mean, some can be, but not all of them. And then, there's Hagen Hope, where there's rich people, but they're also nice. I mean, don't get me wrong, there was some. Like, sometimes, at the movie theater, my expert cut, like, kids would intentionally, like, lose their cell phones there so their parents would buy them one.
Gotcha. So, hey, I know you said about it's Bakersfield, so how's your cousin John? Yeah. Everybody knows John. Everybody's related. Your cousin Jonathan? Are you sure? I thought you said. I thought you said you were related to Jonathan Davis. Everybody is in Bakersfield.
Yeah, everybody says, like, I swear to God, but no, I haven't ever said that. That's weird. Like, why would you say that?
It's just because I knew you were gonna get upset about it.
Oh no, I'm not upset.
Not upset, but you were gonna say no. What are you talking about?
Because I do not do that.
Oh, hey, I totally loved it. You're like, I don't have a cousin named John. You kind of walked into it a little bit, but then you caught on. You're like, oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Well, somebody calls him Jonathan Davis. Everything. I'm sure his family calls him, but I don't know him.
Nah. But everybody says they do. They're all like, oh, what's the main thing is like everybody says they're related to him or something. Oh yeah, he's my cousin or he's my third cousin or something like that. Somebody always says that.
Yeah, you bring them up and everybody's related to them. It's like, what the hell? It wasn't big children how you are related. I mean, not good.
Yeah. So,
anyway,
Anyways, we're gonna get away from that right there. So, I don't understand why, but I've been thinking about this kind of the past couple of days. And remember what I told you what happened to me the other day when I got contacted by a certain somebody?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's, you know, it's been basically just kind of like hi and good morning and stuff like that, right? That's
Oh, it's still going on?
yeah, it's on every
Today, this morning?
not like every day, but you know, sporadically I'll
Just
get
more
something
than
through the day,
usual.
but it's more than usual, right? So
Huh.
the whole thing is like, you know, I don't, when I started doing these videos, which again I'm gonna really look into remote guest stuff like that, because it'd be cool to have somebody else come up and, you know, be on the video with me too. Right now it's just you by voice, which is cool. I appreciate it, you know, and I just talk about random stuff, whatever pops into my head and stuff. And I don't
I
know.
looked at the map today. I have a pimple patch on because I had this big ass pimple. It was terrible.
What, really?
Yeah, so I don't know. I didn't do my makeup. I did my hair. I curled it. Then my mall was really hot. We were at the Woodlands Mall.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, that place is hot as fuck.
Oh yes.
Are we allowed to curse?
Yeah, go ahead. I don't care. I do it every once in a while.
Okay.
I can always censor you out if need be, it because YouTube will tell me, oh yeah, we censored your video, and I can go back and censor it. It's no big deal, but most of the time they don't do that if it's not bad. But yeah, you were at the Woodlands Mall.
Yeah.
It's actually yeah. Where the Woodlands Mall is, you're actually right down the street from the Cynthia Woods Mitchell Pavilion. It's not that far, really.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so
Wild.
you were only like a hop and a skip away. So
Yeah, I went there because that's where my tattoo appointment was. It was in Shenandoah.
mhm.
So we went to this little place across the street from that mall. And I got my tattoo done in a little she has a school, honestly. It was really cool. Like her ride was great. Like that was perfect.
Cool. And is it cool, like, since you're talking about your tattoo, is it cool if I show that picture you sent me earlier?
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool. No, I'm just asking you
It
because
turned out really cute.
it actually it really looks really nice. I mean, I know the pastel colors are there and everything, but I thought, like, you know, I didn't know if you were gonna do more darker color on it or if you're just gonna leave it like that. That's why I asked
No.
about the colors.
Yeah, I'm leaving it pastel. That's the way she put it. It's
Okay.
cute.
No, that's cool. Yeah.
It's got a little. I just have a little neon orange pumpkin on the side. Like I think the next tattoo I'm gonna get from her, I'm gonna ask her to do like neons. But I told her today that I wanted to get all my on my right like upper arm
Uh-huh.
because this one's on my forearm. So
Yeah.
I want to get it on my upper arm.
Okay. And-
It's gonna be a cool one. I'm gonna have
Pictures.
Victor draw it though. So hopefully he doesn't like.
Okay.
Hopefully she'll do it because you know how a lot of tattooers like to do for all their own workout.
Yeah.
But I have already something I want, and I already told Victor, and he totally understands. So he's gonna draw it for me, and then I'm gonna hit her up and ask her if she'll tattoo it. Which I'm sure she might. I mean, I don't see why not.
Yeah, no, that's
That
cool.
was good though. That tattoo only took her an hour.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it only
Damn.
took her an hour, and she was sitting there. She was making sure that every little detail was taken care of. Like, if there was a spot she noticed that didn't do the shading very well, she'd go back over it.
Oh, okay.
Like, we made sure it would look good.
So she actually took her time. Then that means she
Yeah.
likes doing tattooing then. She really likes it then.
Because the guy who did my best friend tattoo, he did a good job, but he was kind of like, it's like he had to go somewhere or something. Like
Oh, so he was in a rush. He was just like, yeah, I'm just going to throw it
Yeah.
on there and that's it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it still turned out amazing. Like, I
Mhm.
get so many compliments on it. I think
Okay.
my best friend was better, though, because hers, I feel like, is darker than mine, but I had no reacted to the, what's that stuff called? Oh my god! The new stuff they're putting over, I have some on my freaking farm right now. What is it called? Something.
Spit.
Huh?
It's called spit.
Oh, gross.
I know that'd be totally gross.
Yeah, that would not be great. I would probably not go back if she's still.
No, but it would be funny though.
You were adorable until you did that.
I
She was a
know.
really cute girl. Oh my god, she's so adorable. Like, her studio is decorated with, like, Hello Kitty and, like, a lot of the other little Peruvian.
So what you're saying is you do her.
Oh.
Oh.
Why would I say that? That's not to be my kid. She could be my daughter.
Oh.
Ew.
I didn't know. Maybe I thought maybe hey, whatever. Okay,
Oh.
fine. You were talking so highly of her, and maybe there's.
I can admire somebody's work.
I know.
Damn.
I'm just kidding. I'm just being, I'm just being me. I'm being stupid. No, but that's cool. So she had Hello Kitty and stuff around there. Like, was
she
it
had-
decorated like cutesy wise? That's how it was decorated.
Some of it, and then it was a cross between, like, cutesy, like my tattoo is, cutesy and Halloween. Because she had sorry, that's not. Excuse me.
That's them virgin lungs.
Oh, shut up.
I'm kidding.
Anyway.
No.
She had this little Hello Kitty banner thing, up above one of the, what's it called? The cabinets
Uh-huh.
there. And it said Happy Halloween, and there was Hello Kitty in the middle. And then a little, haunted house decoration sitting on it. And then, like, a little couple, too.
Oh, okay.
And then, she had the walls in there were, like, they had lines, and they were, like, pink and purple, and, oh my gosh, the chair I sat on was pink.
Oh, that's
It was so great.
that actually sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh my god. Right before we got there, she was tattooing her forehead. Well,
She-
not like her forehead, like the middle of it, but like the corner, like where the corner.
Where your
of the
temple is?
forehead. Kind of, yeah.
Just like a little
She
bit
was
above there.
tattooing Yeah, she was tattooing a spot. We didn't see her doing it, but I saw on her things for Instagram. And she was tattooing a spider web on it, and I was like, because when we got there, she had a spider web, and then she's got like, oh my gosh, she has so many tattoos. They were so cool though.
Oh, that's cool. So she does she was doing her own tattoo.
Yeah. on
Wow.
her head.
Wow, that's pretty.
She did her own cover up. She said, "Too."
No kidding.
I'm like, damn, girl, talented. And she's actually been tattooing for 2 years.
Wow. Most people that can do their own stuff like that, they've been doing it for longer than that. At least,
Exactly.
because I guess it's like the same of anything. You have to have a first, and you got to start somewhere. If you're gonna do something like that, why not start on yourself?
Yeah, that's why I always call me fun. You gotta start from somewhere. You can't beat yourself over
Yeah.
what you started and how you started. It's where you end, and for your appreciation for it.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, but like I said, I was telling him, I was like, can you imagine how big this chick's gonna be in 5 years? Like, if she's this good now, she's only been doing it for 2 years. She's gonna be phenomenal, like flawless, because it already looks amazing.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Like,
cool.
it's pretty flawless to me now, so I can only imagine, like,
With
she's gonna be
time.
able to do those lifelike portraits.
Yeah. No, would give her more time, a little more time, and she's gonna be like you said, like a
Oh,
lifelike
yeah.
portrait and stuff. See, tattoo
Yeah.
artists that are like that can do like portraits, like you said, like a lifelike portrait on skin or whatever, like that. When they do a tattoo for somebody, they're talented. That's real
yeah.
talent, because you got to think about, you have to have an eye for shading. Because you screw up on somebody's tattoo or somebody's skin like that, there is no going back. There's no eraser.
Yeah, but you know what's interesting is everybody has a different view of perfection, because I could think something is flawless and perfect, and the person next to me could think it looks totally fucked up.
Oh yeah.
Bro, and that's the weird thing about me. You always have to take that into account.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like clothes like The Voice, because, like, how can you really judge somebody? Like, everybody likes something different.
Right.
There's no, like, there's no set standard of what perfection is.
Right, exactly. There is no set standard. Everything is, everything is to everybody's own liking. You can't, like you said, take example back, talking about tattoos. One person can say, oh, that thing is flawless. And either the artist or somebody else can say, oh, no, it sucks. It sucks a lot.
Well,
There's this wrong with it.
The thing is, I've seen portraits on people. Some are amazing.
Mhm.
Like, I would go to their art exhibit. And some I'm just like,
Yeah, some of them are like, who drew this? And like
did you ever
8-year-old.
look at- It's like, well, I mean, it's not horrible, but it's nothing I'd walk around with. Some portraits I've seen have been cringe, and I'm just like, why? Why?
I'd
But
cover,
they're-
like,
but,
I'd cover
the
it up.
person who got it,
Mhm.
yeah. Well, but you know what? Though the person who got it loves it and thinks it's great, it's amazing,
Yeah.
proud of it.
It-
Who am I to take that from them? So when they ask me, "Oh, it's good, huh?" I'm just like, yeah, because I mean, like I said, everybody has very different opinions of
Right.
how to do it.
Exactly. So, but yeah, that's
Like, were you freaking in your right mind when you said, "Hey, do this with me"? Yeah, this is gonna be a mess. You have fun editing later, buddy.
why? What?
Because I'm rabbit holing like a son of a bitch. Like, pick a subject and go, phew.
Who, me?
Oh, me?
Oh.
I'm like going for subjects like crazy.
No, I mean, I was gonna start talking about stupid exes and stuff and what I've been thinking about this week, but you can talk about whatever you want. Either chime in on what I'm saying or change the subject. Does not matter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because, exes are stupid.
I was going to talk about it.
Because exes are stupid.
Yeah, for the most part, I think so. But you have to remember, you're somebody's ex as well, so that also makes you stupid.
Well, then that means I'm stupid too.
Yeah, so I mean,
Okay,
I'm,
whatever.
I'm somebody's ex as well, too, so that applies to me as well.
Yeah, you're
So,
stupid too. Haha.
yeah,
No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just like this week I've been like thinking about like I mean honestly I now I see why I was contacted and I understand why now, but it's like at the moment I'm just like what the hell, like why out of nowhere now, but I understood why.
Why were you contacted? What did she tell you?
Nothing. She just she just contacted me out of nowhere, and then from there she talked about my stepson, and that's it. And that's
okay.
like I said, I don't want to get too much into what she told me,
No, yeah.
but
no,
but
no.
but it's like it raises concern
Talk
for me.
about the clouds, the one star in the sky. There's so much light pollution. There's 2 tonight. I see 2 stars. That might be satellite.
Oh hell! If I go outside my house right here, I'm gonna see all the stars. There's no light pollution over where I live.
There's so much here, and I'm not used to that. And I'm like,
What are you not? Are you used to not seeing stars or what?
no, I'm used to seeing tons of stars.
Oh yeah,
I'm out here and not really see the stars. They're depressing.
yeah, I know.
Like everything else.
Living there in Pasadena,
No, it's even in like where my friend lives. My friend lives on the bayou in that bougie ass area, and you couldn't see any. Like I could see some stars over here in Pasadena. I see a little bit when I'm actually looking for them, but where she lived, you couldn't see any whatsoever. I'm like,
Yeah, well,
so
it's
it's amazing how long it took me to realize that, because I was always just sitting out in the backyard, drinking a cup of coffee, staring at the bayou, because it's amazing. But
Mhm.
when you look up and you want to look at stars, and you're like, there is none. Or
Yeah.
stars. What just happened here?
Yeah, there's parts of the city that are like that. That you're just like you don't see stuff like that, and it is more because of the light pollution, because there's a lot of light pollution, but some of it's just normal pollution mixed together. But yeah, like where I'm at, no, it's complete pitch black. If I was to roll outside, yeah, I could look up and see everything. Well, yeah, I could see everything. I would be able to see all the stars. That's if the night's clear, you can see everything. And it's like stars from the left to the right. And north, south, east, and west. They're all like full of stars. Like it's really
my favorite thing about Oregon.
what
Oregon, you
of
can,
the clear skies.
yeah, seeing all the stars at nighttime. Because
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what I used to do with my kids when they were little and we grew up there. I took an air. I think the first time I took an air mattress out on in the backyard and flew it up and laid on the air mattress and looked up at the sky shining.
Yeah, I used to when I was younger when we first were moving out here, I would bring my truck out here, and I'd park in the middle of the empty lot is before we started bringing anything out here. Once my parents said, hey, they bought this lot, I would come out here in the middle of the night, and I would sit in the bed of my truck in the middle of there was nobody out here, nobody. There was nobody on this street at all. And I would come out to the land here and just park my truck in the middle of the lot and lay in the bed of my truck and look up. That's what I would do. I would do that sometimes. And then sometimes I brought my friends out here and 3 of us would come out here and we'd be doing the same thing. We'd sit out here all night doing nothing, just talking and stuff like that. And then we used to do it.
In Oregon, you see, like, because, the elevation's a lot higher.
Oh,
there.
yeah, definitely.
Like, you're in the mountains. So, we used to see, like, shooting stars, like, tons and tons of shooting stars. So, oh my gosh, amazing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there was one. Yeah, there was one, what do they call it? A stupid, a meteor shower, when we still lived at our old house. So I was like maybe 18 or 19 years old when this happened. So it's been like, man, damn, it's been like 20 years already. Cause I was like 18 or 19 years old. Yeah. So it was 20 years ago. And it was where we used to live. And I drove out with one of my friends, my friend Adrian. We took off and we went out to what's called Fulshear, which was about maybe 20-30 minutes away. And it was just nothing but country out there. And we stopped in the middle of, because Westheimer will come all the way through there and goes all the way out there, but it changes names when it hits Grand Parkway, and it goes that way. I think it's like 1093 or something. Well, anyway, we went out there in the middle of the night. It was like 3 or 4 in the morning. We sat out there. That was like the most shooting stars, or the most, because like I said, it was a meteor shower. The most I'd ever seen. It was at least 30 to 40, maybe more an hour were falling. But it was a clear night. We had good luck. It was a clear night. But you're right. Elevation is different. So they're brighter when you're at a higher elevation. But man, these things were bright enough for us. That's what we're used to. So I can just imagine in Oregon,
Oh, no, trust me. I wasn't used to that in Oregon. Because in California, you see them pretty well, but you don't see shooting stars. So
Yeah.
It's rare you see stars in Southern California.
Yeah.
So, but up there where she lives, you can see tons of them. And the first time my kids and my nieces saw them, holy crap.
Yeah.
They about lost their minds. They were like, wow, is this real? Like, oh, really? It's silly?
Yeah.
So it's just because, you grow up with different things. So for you, that's something that's like, right?
Oh, yeah. It was, to me, it was awesome. To me and my friend, it was freaking awesome. It was like the most we had ever seen ever.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was the Perseus meteor shower, I think is what it was, if I remember right. It was back then. But like literally like down the street from my house, maybe 10 or 15 minutes away from my place, is the Brazos Bend State Park, and they have an observatory there with a big old, they have telescopes on there on the outside, and they have their big telescope inside. But whenever there's event like that where there are meteor showers, or you can see a planet that's close up, like whenever they say you can see Mars and Venus and stuff like that, they'll have things like that out there. You can take your own telescopes out there. You can take binoculars, or you can use one of theirs, and the stations are there, and you just, you gotta, of course, be courteous to everybody else, and, you gotta spend 5 minutes there, then you spend 5 minutes, and then, let somebody else look so they can see. But, I mean, it's freaking awesome there. Actually, one my astronomy teacher from high school, she used to work there, but I have no idea if she's still there. She might still be, but she was already, you know, up in age when one of the last times I saw her there, which was 2011 or 2012 when I saw her there the last time. You know, and like I said, she was already up in age and when I was in high school, and that was, like I said, over 21 years ago already. You know, so I don't know, but they have a good observatory there as well, you know? So just another thing, just in case if y'all ever decide y'all want to go somewhere and there's going to be some meteorological event like that, you know, you can always look it up online and see that they, you know, they'll charge you like $5 or $10 to do whatever. Sometimes they don't even charge. It's a free event. You just go in there and you just use their telescopes and stuff, or bring your own or whatever. And the only thing I will say is that there are alligators there. So they are abundant in the whole park. Actual alligators. There's like I went there one time with one of my exes, with my ex, to go ride our bikes through there, and we rode for maybe like 4 to 5 minutes, and we ran into an alligator in the middle of one of the paths, and you can't do anything to them. If they're asleep, you have to let them sleep there. You have to find another way around. So
you're talking about the alligators?
Oh yeah.
I don't want to go near a fucking alligator.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Shit, they'll chase you. They chase the ducks around there.
Oh,
Yeah.
totally good. Alright, well, stay my ass out. Where is this guy? Please tell me it's not I just me.
I mean, I'm not kidding when I tell you that they're just laying around. They're in like the little ponds or lakes or whatever in there, and if they start running after you, they'll move pretty quick. But you have to.
But where's that
at Brazos Bend State Park, right down the street from my house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Where that observatory is. The observatory sits in the middle of the Brazos Bend State Park, and in the park, it's a natural sanctuary for the alligators there. So
okay,
they don't.
Well, I would just take my happy ass out of there because I am all for conservation.
Oh,
but I'm also for I don't want to get eaten either. So,
yeah. Well, I mean, people.
Fine.
Hey, people camp there. People have picnics there. It's not that they're abundant. Like they come out every 5 seconds. You know, of course, they're scared of us with the noise and everything you do. But when you go around the park, and the park's pretty big, it's got a lot of hiking trails, walking trails, biking trails, horse riding trails. They're around. And, of course, but it's like I said, if one of them for some reason is asleep in the middle of the trail where you're trying to go through, you cannot wake them up to get them to move. You have to leave them alone. It says, do not disturb the gators. Everywhere. There are signs everywhere. Do not disturb them. Do not give them food. Typical stuff. It says don't throw things at them. Don't make loud noises. No, none of that. Because some of them will, of course, will become aggressive at you. But people take their kids there. They take school trips there. Of course, they're all, chaperoned appropriately and stuff like that. But if you go around yourself, that's what they tell you to do, is be aware of the gators. And there are signs everywhere, and you need to really pay attention to where you're going, what you're doing. They tell you not to take any snacks with you that are open where they can smell, because they'll follow your ass for that. Hunt you down for a Snickers. Yeah, I know, but it's a cool park. It really is. It really is a cool park. It's one of those things there's one that we want to go to that we've been talking a lot about too. I've actually gone out there on my motorcycle and ridden one day there and back. I just spent a couple of hours there and came back. It's called Garner State Park on the other side of Austin and stuff, or between Austin and San Antonio, other side. Yeah, it's really hilly country out there, and what they call the Frio River. It gets its name because apparently it's really cold as well, and it feeds into San Marcos. But the Frio River runs through there, and it's a real nice vacation spot. So that we've been talking about going over there. So one of my mom's side of the family, one of my relatives, my uncle and his kids, they were gonna go, or they're gonna go this year for Labor Day. So like next weekend, they're gonna go to Garner State Park, and their kids, my older cousins, have gone multiple times with their families. But I think my uncle and my aunt are going this time with them this coming weekend for Labor Day weekend. So,
Oh,
yeah, yep. Oh wait, so what are you doing for Labor Day? Working.
uh-huh. All the time, all day, every day.
Shh.
Work,
You get
work. Do I ever ask anybody for money? Hell no.
I gotcha. So so nothing yet. Like they haven't given you a schedule for then yet, right?
I don't think so. I know, because I know that they give me more hours. I was like, oh shit. I am not even complaining. I like that job a lot.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm pretty sure they're gonna give you at least a day or two to work that weekend. It's a pretty busy weekend, so
Oh yeah, of course.
yeah. So I'm pretty sure. But
Wait,
Are-
what day is Labor Day?
huh?
Wait, what day is it?
I
What
think
day
it's
is it?
September. I think September 2nd or September 1st is Labor Day. So it's not. It's this coming weekend, not this weekend, but next weekend is Labor Day weekend. I think
Okay,
the.
next weekend I work Thursday, Friday. I'm off Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, that's good. You got the weekend off then. But they'll probably try to call you
And
in.
then Monday, well, we'll see. They never called me or asked me. They've only asked me like twice to stay longer.
Mm.
So, oh, oh shit. They like the schedule. That week they gave me 36. Wow, they give me a lot of hours. I'm not even complaining.
Hey,
Shit.
I wouldn't complain because once you start, then they're gonna start taking hours from you, and then you're gonna be like, I don't get
No,
enough
I know.
hours.
That's why I said I'm not. No. I'm not complaining at all. I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
I like to have hours.
That's
I'm
cool.
not ignored them. I will live. I told them already. I said, you have to be careful because I live here if you let me. And they're like, what the hell?
Huh.
Bad.
Just give me my own closet, give me my own broom closet, and give me a cot and a blanket, and I'm good. Make sure to have my teddy in there too.
Hey, I do sleep with stuffed animals. I house, I
Yeah.
house my Rambo. Rambo is a Twitch streamer. And then I have, well, for Minecraft. And then we like him because we suspect he's from either Bakersfield or Shafter. As he said, his favorite pizza place is only this one place, and there's only like 3 or 4 locations in California. 2 of them alone are in Bakersfield, and then we have one in Shafter. So it's half. But we'll see. Maybe one day we'll find out. Who knows?
Mhm.
But then, what was the other one? Okay, it's a little pink bunny that my daughter bought me right after me and her dad separated houses.
Oh,
And then I've had it ever since then, so. And then sister bought me she's like a leopard cat type one. She's cute.
Oh, okay.
She's like,
well, I didn't say anything about you sleeping with stuffed animals. I'm not saying anything. I don't sleep with stuffed animals, but I don't have any, so.
I do. I sleep with stuffed animals and like 12 pillows. And I'm not even exaggerating.
Oh yeah, I know. You're the one that suggested I get 12 pillows.
Oh yeah. That's the shit. My kids love my bed. My kids would kick my ass out of my bed. I'm lucky I'm like, yeah, because they're like, they're always telling me, where to sleep your bed? No, stop it. Let me go to sleep. Yeah, that's what I'm going to work here, kids.
Right?
So, but they're funny. They're just goofy. But,
And-
yeah, it's, oh my gosh. That's comfortable. Especially since they're that memory foam clusters. Oh! Just like, oh my god.
What did the girls say when they came over here and they were visiting you? They were like, Amy and Kai, like they were like, Mom, we're gonna sleep in your bed. Get out of it.
Pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah. I figured.
Yeah, that didn't happen though. Well, I mean, Kyrie slept with me, but Amy slept on the couch. Those sofas are futon.
Did she steal some of your pillows at least?
Oh yeah, no, she didn't have to steal them. I gave them to her.
Oh.
I wanted not to have pillows. That's why I bought so many. So when they are here, they have pillows. They all have at least 3. Because my kids are like me. They have to have a lot of pillows. Amy and Kyrie have always been like me and had to have a lot of pillows. Victor, I had to make him get more pillows. And now he's finally getting used to like, oh, you're right. It's comfortable. I'm like, yeah, see? The next time we go, we're going to buy more pillows.
Right? That's funny.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm a little Christmas pillows.
That's funny.
Amazing. That's all what is it, the third off? It's the one with the sheep. It's that range.
Yeah, well, what did you say? Like they're called cluster pillows or something like that?
They are memory foam cluster.
Gotcha.
Because you know how you can get the memory foam ones and it's just a big
big block.
Memory foam?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not comfortable. But man, the cluster ones, it's like they shredded it and like cubed it up and threw it back in the bag. Oh my god, like sleeping on a cloud, it's amazing. So nice. That's all I have. All 12 of those pillows are that material.
Nice.
I get them at Sam's Club. I think it's like it's either $12 or $14 for a 2-pack.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, I remember you telling me that. Yeah.
Yeah, they're so nice. Like I honestly, this is what I did in I don't know, June. Was it June like that? I don't know. It was June or July.
Oh, you're gonna give us a secret? What'd you do?
We went to Sam's Club and I got our Sam's Club membership again. Oh, because I wanted pillows. I was like, I just want pillows. And Victor's all, well, get the damn pillows. And I'm like, I can't. You have to have a membership. He's like, well, just membership. I want a membership here anyways. And I'm like, $100. Okay, and like it's not like we won't make it up. And I'm like, I know. Okay, fine. We'll just go ahead and do it because it's the cashback one. That's what the one I like getting. But,
so you got the membership just for the pillows?
Yeah, I'll buy pillows there all the time.
I
will buy. No, I like to buy their blankets and stuff too, and like ice cream. I like to buy there because man, we eat ice cream like crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, and I wonder how I got as big as a house that one time period. Like, oh, I was in ice cream like this. But now, I know, I'm like, teaching myself. They could do it way more than I do now.
Nice.
See me eat my whole freaking house. She my freaking cream, or my cheesecake ice cream.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't even see it. She calls me, she goes, look how much you have left. Can I eat it? I was like, so of course I let her eat it. So
of course you would have. You wouldn't have taken that away from your little Pookie.
So but then we got a I went bought another one. Oh, and it's been sitting there in the holy another one. It's been there for I don't know, a few days now.
Why don't you should eat it. You should really eat it. Eat it tomorrow. Eat the whole thing tomorrow. No, okay.
Anyways,
fine.
It's a big bucket and then I'm trying to die today.
Oh, you're not trying to die tomorrow?
Not anytime soon. I don't think they'd be thrilled with that.
Do you want to die on Monday?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm just trying to see if your day will work with mine.
Oh Lord.
Yep. I'm trying to schedule with you.
Oh no.
Because if you die, then of course I die.
Oh Lord, you are cheesy.
Oh man. So why do you think that, like, and I'm gonna totally go to another subject of what I was like talking about earlier. It's like, why do you think people from our past come back? Like, you think it's just because they're used to that because they quote unquote know us type of thing. I mean, let's take my situation out of there of being what it's about my stepson. But do you think that people just like that, just like, no matter who it is, whether it's a past relationship or a past friend, like out of nowhere, they just chime in and they go, oh, it's been a long time since we talked. But I mean,
I do that. I'll kind of like, if I'm going through something, I kind of just disappear. Like, I don't.
Yeah, I'm like that too. Like, yeah, like you just kind of fall off the face of the earth type of thing.
Yeah, but everybody knows that, so they just are like, okay, well, let her have her space and she'll come around when she wants to. And I do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I try to make sure I do. Sometimes I'm really bad at it. Like, I really wish I would video at my best friend and my nieces more. I'm fucking horrible about it. Like, last time I video chatted with my best friend, my niece was there, and she didn't want to be on camera. I was like, what the hell? I did not like her. That kid's wild. No. But it was just weird. I'm like, because I don't follow enough.
Right.
Oh.
I mean, but it's just like some people.
Like, I have so much stuff that I've been like, we've been looking at for the babies because Desi's having her second one, and then Maddie has her son, and then there's actually with Desi's first one. So, it's like, there's all kinds of things that her grandparents already bought them. I already knew that shit was gonna happen. Or evil monkeys. But some stuff they already have, but there's a lot of things that I'm gonna fish now, and I'm gonna be like, ha ha ha.
Right.
Shipping it over for their birthday or for Christmas. Like, I'm excited. I don't know what I'm gonna get them for this year for Christmas. I'm like, ooh, I'm excited.
Damn. You're already planning.
Yeah, well, those are my three niece and nephews. My niece's kids, so that's crazy. I'm old. I'm old.
Right? Shit. Yeah, because I mean, like, people like are. I mean, I don't know. I guess. Well, humans as a collective, or in generalization, we're weird about stuff like that. Like, like you said, there's sometimes you'll drop off the face of the earth. I'm guilty of doing that myself too, and some of my other old friends will say that too. You dropped off the face of the earth, and then from there, I don't know where you pop up out of nowhere, but. I mean, like, to me, it's like, it's weird how some people just do that. Like, they do. Like, there's a reason why. Okay, so if there's a reason why I stopped talking to you, it's either you did something, you said something, or I don't think of you in that manner anymore. But then there's a reason why I stopped. Okay, so if you do the whole thing where you stop communication with somebody for whatever reason it is, and then they pop out of nowhere and they're like trying to talk to you again, and you even tell them straight out, hey, this is the reason why we stopped talking or why I stopped talking to you. Because I've had this happen in the past as well, where people try to not negotiate, but, okay, so basically they make excuses for what happened of why you stopped talking to them, which sounds a little weird, sounds a little off or a little odd, but I've had that happen. People make excuses for how they acted, but then that goes to show that they weren't acting truthful with you in the first place. You know what I mean? Like, they were acting like somebody else. So if you had already caught on to that and you're the one that, wanted to stop the relationship, friendship, or whatever because of that, because you realize that, then they're coming back and then they're telling you straight out that they acted like something else or somebody else or a different way than what you knew them as. Why do they expect you to talk to them again? Like, I mean, it's to me, it's weird. Like I said, I've had it happen in the past. People have said that. That's why I'm bringing that up. And it's just weird. It's like, so I'm going to forget everything you did or said as another person, and I'm going to be friends with you again. And I don't do that. I think you're, well, I don't know. I assume you're like similar to me in that respect of, or that aspect of saying, once I cut you off, you're cut off. That's it.
Yeah.
You either, if you do me wrong or if I don't agree with something strongly enough about you, then that's it. Once once I draw the line or I put the kill switch on, that's it. You're done. We are done. Kind of like the way you were thinking the other day with Chick-fil-A and me. You were ready to cut me off, girl. You were ready to rip me a new one.
No.
But,
I said it's situational.
I know. You said I know what you said. You said if that was the only thing your retarded ass could order, then I understand.
Oh my God.
No, I'm kidding. You didn't say that. But it's something kind of like that. Once I put the end to something, that's it.
Yeah.
So why?
Well, that's generally how most people are, but hey, I'm an idiot. I always want to know how people are doing. Even if I hate their guts, I want to know like they're okay.
Well, you kind of, I guess it's the good part in you that wants to make sure that they're doing good in whatever they're experiencing or what they're going through.
Well, because I think a lot of it is I always tell the kids you shouldn't hate people. This is a very strong thing. Very, very strong.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like crazy. And it's like, oh, why you gotta push those buttons and bring out your even speak right?
Yeah.
So some people just like push a button and they feel like a bad person, and there's other people who want to see the good and want to see you thrive and grow and conquer and be happy.
Yeah.
Those are the people you need to keep around.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the way that I've said it in the past in some other videos, and I actually said it to myself. Is like, that is the kind of people you have to have. Positive people who help you and bring you up. Now, I've had my share of like bad times and stuff like that, and sure enough, I still have two of my best friends that from high school, both of them, and we still keep in touch with each other, even though it's been over 25 years that we've known each other. 27 years, I believe, if I remember correctly. It's been 27 years that we've known each other. Hell, it could even be more than that. Maybe 29? I don't know. Almost 30 years? Shit. I gotta think now. Yeah, actually almost 30 years because we met when I was 10 years old. And I'm gonna be 40, so yeah, it's gonna be 30 years next year. But even though it's been 30 years, we're still in each other's lives. Sure, we don't see each other every day, but we talk.
Yeah, I mean,
You
grow up, you get lives of your own, and I mean, that's, and anything is a weird, adjustable thing, because me and my best friend hung out every single day, non-stop. And then all of a sudden, we didn't talk for a while, because we'd falling out because this little idiot lying and shit. But anyway, so we didn't talk for a few years. Well, we didn't hang out. We still talked. We would miss each other, and then finally one day, we just fucking started hanging out again. Through it, there was a misunderstanding. Of my head was definitely not right. Because that was right in the middle of my sister being super, super sick. Like, she'd been diagnosed with cancer, and it was melanoma, and it was terrible. So, my head was totally not.
Right, yeah. Well, no, exactly. And if it wasn't on the right spot, you never know. Yeah. Things can go wrong.
Yeah. So we started hanging out again, though. It's just, it wasn't every day like it was before. Which, I mean, we have to change because people change. So. Well,
yeah, you're right. You
having our own things we got to do. Like, my best friend, she works for the schools now. So, she's busy. She's making her life. So, now it's just a matter of timing everything around that. Which my job's more flexible. So, I could just plan for when I know for sure she's off, and then we figured something out. We're supposed to be going on a cruise, actually.
Oh, really?
Yep. Because I've been going on a cruise. She's been going on one.
I've been on a cruise.
Is it fun? Is it, like, scary? What is it?
I went to a cruise to Galveston.
Okay.
Yeah. It was fun.
Talking about being on a cruise?
Yeah, I went on a cruise from my house to Galveston.
Oh,
It
you're
was-
talking about on your motorcycle.
Yes, I am. Damn,
I'm
you
talking
found
about
me
the
out.
boat.
You found me out. No, I've never been on a cruise. It's been something, actually, believe it or not. I've actually looked into that a little more, especially with my whole dialysis thing and my mom's as well. Before my brother passed away last year, I actually found out of, I don't know if I've told you this, but there's an actual thing that's called dialysis at sea. And you can do, I think, up to a 14-day cruise. They go to Alaska, they go to like Cozumel and stuff like that. The Alaska one is a 14-day cruise, and they do dialysis on the boat when you're traveling. They'll do your dialysis during that time. And if you know, and I'm not sure, I haven't looked extensively into the Alaskan one, but like if you go into port for any stops, that's when they will not do the dialysis on you unless you ask, so that you have time to get off and enjoy, you know, visiting the locations where you stop. But the majority of the time, they do the dialysis when you're on sea traveling to the next location, so that way you can enjoy yourself on the boat or at the stops they have. And my brother and I were actually looking into that before he passed, about doing that for my mom and my dad, because, I mean, I didn't have to go, but he was like, well, you might as well go, and it'll be me, my wife, you, and our mom and our dad, because they've never been on a cruise, never. My mom, and he always was like, you know, I want to take mom on a cruise. He always was talking about, because my dad mentioned one time that he wanted to take my mom to the Grand Canyon, and my brother's like, yeah, we'll go, and everything. But of course, you know, it all happened with him, and then from there we lost him, so a lot of that stuff has been put on the back burner. But in the past months, I've been looking more at the dialysis at sea thing, just trying to see so that I could talk to my sister and my other brother to kind of see, like, hey, you know, how can you two help to get this cruise set up? I see, even if it's not for me, even if I don't go, I don't care. But what I really want is my parents to enjoy. You know, they're in retirement age. They're gonna. My dad's gonna be 71. My mom already is 71. So I want them to at least, which it was my older brother's dream, was to let my parents enjoy their retirement, just as anybody wants to. But a cruise, my brother had been on a couple of them, I believe, and he always came back, you know, hooting and hollering and raving about the cruises, about how they were, how it's, hence is why we got into the whole thing of getting my parents onto one, and getting them to go somewhere, because, you know, they'd never been, you know. But so where were you and your friend thinking about going?
I don't know. We bounced around a few ideas. None of them Mexico, I don't think. I think it was Spain or Italy.
You're gonna go to Italy?
Yeah.
Were you gonna go to the Ferrari plant and go drive Ferraris in their track in the back? No. Were you gonna go rent a Vespa scooter and go through the little small towns of Italy, and I'm in a Vespa?
I don't know. We're probably gonna go get drunk somewhere. Shit.
Oh, okay. Get drunk somewhere? Oh, I thought you were gonna go find some jackass and ride him everywhere. An actual donkey. A jackass donkey. Not a jackass.
Yeah.
Ride him everywhere. Could see you.
Yeah.
But anyway. No, that sounds cool. Like, Italy sounds really badass, actually. I was talking to one of our neighbors who was here with her daughter a few days ago, or earlier this week, and her daughter and I were talking about some places where we wanted to visit, and mine was like, I've always wanted to go to Spain and Italy. One of my ex-coworkers, she went with her husband I think they went to Italy and they went to the Ferrari plant there. I think that's where it's at. And they actually got to drive Ferraris, I believe, on the racetrack they got there. So I think they did that for one of their anniversaries just recently, a few years ago. So I was like, that sounds pretty badass. You know, a once in a lifetime type of thing. But I don't know. Spain, I'd always want to do like the running of the bulls. When I could run, I always wanted to do the running of the bulls. But now I can't run. I can run, I just won't get very far. That bull's gonna stick a horn in my ass. Hey, I'm just saying. I don't like things in my ass, but whatever.
Holy hell, how the hell do we get on this subject?
I don't know, but things in my ass, I don't know. I don't like things in my ass. But anyway, we're gonna get off this subject because I don't like talking about things in my ass. Well, that's cool. So y'all already had predetermined places to go on your cruises. Just wasn't something y'all like finalized.
No, but I mean, we still gotta put in a color and we gotta put it up.
Yeah.
We're just so fucking lazy as hell. Make things like a little bunch. And we're like, hey, you alive? Yeah, I'm good. I'm cool right now.
Yeah,
Okay,
right.
man.
I'm just busy.
Yeah, I mean, we just poke each other and make sure we're still alive.
Yeah.
Hey, you there? Yeah,
Well-
I'm here. You there? Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, and I think, you know what though, but I think that's opened up a lot of doors, like with social media, like, you know, Facebook and Instagram, stuff like that. You know, Twitter was a good thing, a big thing too. And I don't understand how people do Twitter still, but I never could do Twitter. I never did it. But Instagram and Facebook have been one of the biggest platforms, I think, that really lets a lot of people stay in contact, which is, it's cool. You know, it also, you know, like Facebook lets a lot of people find you that you don't want to find you.
Oh, yeah.
But at the same time, it's for people who are looking for you, who you want to contact you. That's a good way for them to do it.
I know, that's how I stay in touch with a lot of my family. So
Yeah.
I mean, I have their phone numbers, but for some reason, they don't like to enter their actual phone numbers. So, like, my app is Facebook Messenger.
Right? It's like,
I'm just like, you guys are weird.
it's like you even wonder, why the hell do you have a cell phone if you're not going to answer the phone? Why? Like, my sister called me earlier, or I called her earlier, because she sent me a text. And she goes, is mom okay? Because, you know, my mom's sick, just like I am. But my mom's a little worse off. She's got a cough and stuff, and I don't. I have a cough every once in a while. But my sister was like, she's like, how is mom doing? I was like, oh, mom's doing all right. She goes, I called her and she didn't answer. I said, yeah, I know. So did I. I said, I called her twice and I'm on the other side of the house and she didn't answer me. I had to call my dad. She's like, oh. I was like, yep. She's like, sometimes I wonder why she even has a cell phone. I said, so do I. I said, probably just to look at Facebook Marketplace. But that's what she does. She'll sit there on Facebook Marketplace like all night.
Generation where the phone was on the wall. If you saw the wall phone, you got answered.
Right? Like when it was like the old rotary phones that you'd have to count how many times you had to circle around for the number. None of this touch tone shit.
Cell phone is different. They're just like, like a computer. I'm just
Right? They just go, I don't want to talk to you right now. Whatever. I'll call you back later. 6 months later, oh, you called me the other day. Yeah, like 6 months ago. That's funny. No, but I think, you know, like I said, social media is, I think, and especially Facebook is one of the big things that you're right. You know, people use it a lot because that's what I use it for. I keep in contact with family members that I want to be in contact with, or friends that I've been in contact with a long time. And that's how I do it. I just pop in every once in a while and go, hey, how are you doing? This and that. Just kind of shoot the breeze with them for a little bit. And then we both go along with our own lives the way they are. And then from there, we pop in every once in a while. And that's usually how people do it. You know, it's, you know, it's kind of like the way that, like if you were to see somebody out and about, you just sit there and talk to them for a few minutes. I mean, you've said it, you've done it with people. You talk hours with them out of nowhere. You just see them like, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. And you talk for hours. And then you go about your own way, and then you don't see them for quite a while again. And then from there, you know, it's the same type of, I think it's the same kind of thing. Like, oh, speaking of social media, my nephew and girlfriend were watching a movie the other night. I don't watching a movie or a series or something. Out of nowhere, I heard some pirate hooker say, "You could listen to my podcasts, or you could visit my MySpace page." I rolled out of my room and I said, "Did this hooker just say MySpace?" And they both go, "Yeah, it's pretty old." I said, "Old?" I said, MySpace is like back in the freaking day of like dial-up. Y'all don't even know what MySpace is. So how the hell old is this damn movie?
I had American Army.
Oh, hell yeah, I remember that too. I remember that stupid ass noise they would make. I remember
I remember the worst decision of my life. I remember my stupid accent on that.
Oh, you got on AOL Instant Messenger on the chat rooms and you met your ex on there and you said, "Oh, I love you."
Oh no, that's not how that went.
Oh, okay. I'm not on crack though, but sometimes I wish I was, but no, I don't do that stuff. I don't do illegal substances like that, madam. I only do what's prescribed to me by my physician. Thank you very mucho. It's okay. That's only me. You can do whatever you want. Crack, coke, speed.
No.
You don't drink Coke? Oh, you. That's right. You drink Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper is your Vicodin.
I don't think like that. Shit. How much will you drink that? Oh, Lord. Nothing.
Not even if it's ice cold Dr. Pepper?
Yeah, I like that every now and then, but not all the time. Like, not all day, every day, no.
Yeah, okay. What, do you drink water?
I drink water. What question is that? Do you drink water?
Yeah. What kind of water do you drink? Like, do you drink Fiji water?
No, I drink the Great Value water.
Do you drink an artisan water?
No, I drink the Great Value cheap bottled water from Walmart.
Have you ever drinking water out of a water hose?
Yep.
Nice. We can be friends then still. I used to drink water out of a water hose. I think that's how I got lead poisoning.
Oh dear.
It's okay. It passed. The rash went away after I drank more water. No, but can you imagine, like, kids nowadays don't know that crap? They have...
Mine do.
Oh, you do? Oh, well, the majority of the other kids nowadays don't know that.
No, yeah. My kids will bring up things and their friends will be like, stop. They're like, you don't know this? And they're like,
No.
crazy? And they show them and they're like, oh my god, this is so awesome! And they go home telling their parents and all of a sudden they've corrupted all their children.
Right.
Not really. I'm really spiritual about stuff that is with kids. Like,
Yeah, kids don't know about playing outside nowadays. They don't know what the sun looks like, just what they see in pictures and in movies.
Oh my god. Not that extreme, but it's a lot different.
Yeah, it sure is. I mean, it's like the way that people say, it's like kids nowadays wouldn't survive like 5 minutes in what we grew up in. No smartphones, no YouTube, no nothing. You had to actually go make memories and talk to people. It was like, there's one picture that I got that says, we don't have Wi-Fi. Act like it's 1997 and talk to each other. That's what it says. But, you know. Oh, speaking of America Online, did you ever, what was that stupid thing? America Online. What did I? That brought up some stupid thing in my head that I was gonna say when you were talking about America Online. I totally forgot. Oh, did you ever have a mini disc player?
Yeah.
You had a mini disc player? No, really? What?
Yeah.
Huh. Wow, you're like the third person I know that's ever said yes to that question.
Yeah, we did.
I have one still floating around somewhere in here. It's somewhere in a box somewhere. To me, with my luck, it's probably been gone for years. But I remember I had one. I had one with a microphone, and I had like 4 discs with stuff that I had recorded on it. Yeah.
Oh man.
What happened?
My phone's going to die.
Oh, which means you gotta go away.
Yeah. 2% right now.
No, it's cool. Well, go ahead and.
Are you still on?
Yeah, I'm still doing it. Go ahead and you gotta go charge your phone. You gotta go charge it. Go ahead and do what you gotta do. I know that you've been standing outside for a little over an hour because we're at 65 minutes. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're probably sweating balls or something.
No, I'm not at all. I'm just tired and.
Oh yeah, no, well go for it. Yeah, go for it. Go get rest. Go in there with a little itty bitty kitty, and hopefully little itty bitty kitty is calling at Victor right now.
Nope, he's there. I just got his call. He's cool.
Oh. Well, no, go do what you got to do. Go get rest and stuff. I mean, I know that you had a long day today, especially with the tattoo. Your arm might, your forearm may be stinging a little bit or being uncomfortable. Yeah. But yeah, go ahead and do what you got to do. It's no biggie. I'm gonna be here for a little bit longer myself, not too long, because I can't make these videos that long, because then they won't upload right. But yeah, I'll be here for a few more minutes, and then I'm gonna edit it as much as I can tonight, and I'll probably be up like an hour or so editing it with music or whatever, or maybe not. I'm thinking of just doing this one a cappella and just letting it sit like this. But you go do what you got to do. Like I said, get off the phone, go upstairs and relax.
All right, well, talk to you tomorrow.
All right, say bye, Marie.
Bye.
Okay, see you later. Talk to you later.
All right.
All right. So of course, that was Marie getting off the phone, only because of the fact that her phone was gonna die. So now I'm by myself in here, which I made a lot of stupid looks while I was talking to her, because I was actually acting like I was just talking to her. But it's okay because I was talking to her. Anyway, but it is gonna be a little bit longer, but I'm gonna go kind of make it kind of quick. We are at an hour and 7 minutes right now, so I'm gonna try not to go too far. But this is gonna be. Me and Marie were talking about whatever, and that's fine. And we jumped from different topics, and that's fine with me. It doesn't really. That's great. That's kind of how I want to have something like this. If I can read more about dual video casting, because I want to be able to have somebody like a remote guest show up with me, and I still have to look into all that. I know it's possible. I just got to see how I'm going to do it, and if there's a free way to do it, or something I got to pay very minimal for. Not a monthly subscription, but something I can just pay straight out, like $10, and it's going to be mine forever type of thing. So, but the reason, like, I was talking to her, and you heard me ask her, it was like about people, about how some people are weird, and how some people pop in and out of your life, and they come back and they ask you, oh, why did we stop talking, or whatever. There's a reason why. Either you did something that I didn't agree with, or said something that either I didn't agree with, or that I did not like. So there is a reason why I cut you out of my life. like the way I said about keeping positive people around in your life, whether it's family, friends, exes, stuff like that. You need to take the toxic people out and keep the positive people in. There's going to be some positive people that maybe seem toxic sometimes, but everyone's got to make that decision on their own to tell whether the person is toxic for them or not. Now, I bring it up because someone did contact me this week. Actually, 2 people have. And they made me think. Also, what's made me think is, like I just posted on Facebook earlier today, that I wasn't being morbid. I was just thinking of, that quick thought came in my head, and I was like, well, why is it? Excuse me, I'm yawning. Sorry. Why is it that I don't have anything yet I'm still here, and my brother who had everything is not here? Like I said, I'm not trying to get morbid. I'm not trying to get sad. I'm just, just thinking about that. And my friend Lucy commented on that same thing with something that I want to bring up. She said, and I'm paraphrasing, is that some would consider that you're born alone and you die alone. It's what you do at the time in between the ups, the up points in that, the ups in that span of when you start and when you end alone, that matter and that count. Well, my whole thing is, what if you are that unfortunate soul where you never have a high point? Your high points are always down here. Like, they're negative on the wavelength. So your high point is actually down. What if that's how you lived what if that's how your life was? I'm not saying that anybody should live a life like that. You have to have high points on the top of that spectrum. What if there was somebody that lived like that? I mean, possible, but I don't know. I embarrassed myself a lot yesterday when I was at dialysis. I don't know if she'll ever watch this video, if she'll ever get to this length on this video, if she ever does watch this. But I'm going to embarrass myself, because I embarrassed myself in front of her yesterday. She says no, but I'm pretty sure I did. Like I told her, you can't see how red I am and how embarrassed I am because I have a mask on. I have to have a mask on the whole time at dialysis, all because of COVID. So it was a good thing for me. But I shared with her, I said, I joke around with you that I love you, that you're my wife, that I like you. I make heart signs and stuff to you. And all this stuff. And I've done it for quite a long time. I said, and I do it in a joking way so that you think I'm playing and I'm joking. I said, but that's how I am. I do it, but I'm actually being serious. We've come into agreement in a couple of times when I talk about stuff like this. And she's about 12 years younger than I am. And now with me saying she's 12 years younger than I am, she can kind of figure out who she is. And yes, it's you. But again, I did embarrass myself when I was talking to you about the serious conversation that I wanted to have with you for a few minutes, and it went a little longer into that, but you at least listened to me. And again, I did not want you to feel uncomfortable around me, and because that's the last thing I want to do. It's the last thing I want to do, because like I said, I like you as a person. I think you're genuine. I think you're very honest. You're very warm and welcoming, and that to me is worth $1 million in gold than what the outside appearance is. Don't get me wrong, the way I've said before, the outside appearance, if it's easy on the eyes and good to look at, that's a plus, but not required. because somebody's essence is more important than somebody's physical outward appearance. Because that will change. That will change with time. Just like the wind erodes the earth or erodes Mars with just the wind, so will it do that. The outside appearance. This can change in a matter of seconds, minutes, in an instant. Whereas who you are on the inside won't. So I told her how I felt. I know she has her own life. I know she has to have somebody she's interested in. And I know it's not me. I know it will never happen to be me, ever. Really. I even told her, what if we would have met years ago, this and that. And she said, she agreed. She said, well, we could have not met you being here in dialysis. We could have met at Starbucks. Or, like I said, Target. By chance. But would it have been the same? You're right. Would it still have the same sentiment? We don't know. But like the way I say, it's like that's something I embarrass myself about. Because I usually don't say that, but I'm at this, like I said, I've said this before in other videos, I'm at the point in my life where I don't really care. Not that I'm going to be mean or whatever, but I don't care about things like that. I don't care if people know how I feel about somebody. I don't care if people see me cry. If y'all have watched my videos long enough, you've seen me cry here when I talk about my brother or talk about stuff. Like even some of the early videos where I talk about my depression and stuff like that. And I do. I cry. I tear up. I plain out cry. And I don't care. I don't care because I was watching a stupid movie. I was watching Tremors 5. No. Tremors 4? Tremors 4, I believe it was. Or 5. I don't know. One of those two. 4 or 5. One of the one. The one that's called The Legend Begins. I believe that's 4, but I don't remember. And somebody, one of the characters on there, a hired gunman, told another one of the characters there, he said, you need to be a man. You need to act more like a man. Be more like a man. And the other character answered him, I am a man. I'm a grown adult. And that guy, the hired gun, turns back to him and says, age doesn't define man. What he does in his life makes a man. I think I said it wrong. Age does not make a man. What a man does makes a man. So act like one. Hey. I don't care if y'all see me cry. I don't care if y'all see me get sad. I really don't care. I don't care who sees that. Because even though it may be said or shared that I'm weak or I'm too sensitive or something along those lines, or like the way people say, I'm a bitch. Go ahead. I don't say I'm a man, but people say that I am a man, not by age, but because of what I've done in my life. And what I've endured, and to not give up, that puts resolve and says you got resolve and character in you. How you present yourself, how you act, what you do with your life, and how you speak of others, and how you treat others. I don't think I'm a man. I really don't. I think I'm 3/4 of a man. I don't even think I'm a man. And one of my exes may agree with you. I'm not a man. Whatever. I don't care. But you know what? All I know is that I will share what I need to share with anybody. I won't feel ashamed of it because it's all who we are. We're all the same. But that's starting off from the whole thing where I started with this thing of people in your past that come back and wonder why you cut them off. Well, you cut the toxic people out. And whether they're family, whether they're friends, whether they're serious relationships or business partnerships, you need to cut the toxic people out. The people who are not helping lift you up, you need to cut them out. You can cut them out fiercely, or you can cut them out subtly. Or you can cut them out where they don't even know you've cut them out. But you have to be firm with it if you're going to do it. Because if they're not helping you in any regard at all, and they're sucking the life out of you, and they're sucking stuff out of you, taking it away from you, the will to live, then what good are they? They're not any good. Just using you. They have no respect for you. Things like that. That is one thing so far right now. I told my sister yesterday that I am really upset about a certain situation. And I'm not going to say it because it's not one of those things, you saying this kind of thing. But a firm foot has to be put down. And I don't have any firm feet to put down unless I put my prosthetics on. But as I said, I'm not going to fight and argue. I'm just going to make these rules. I know that if my older brother was still here, he would do the same. Because it would irk him. It would piss him off to all bloody hell. So, if I have to be the one to do it, then I will be the asshole to do it. But it's not because of the fact that I don't want to help. This is like they say, tough love. But little birdie, when you go to make your life, you have to go make your life. And because of the fact that somebody's been cushioning stuff for you, no. Everyone's got to go make their life someday. It's just how it is. Well, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and probably just do this video a cappella with Marie on there and me on here and the sound of the fan in the background because of the fact that it's keeping me cool in here. I'm probably not going to add any music, which means it's going to be really quiet. But either way, I hope it's entertaining. I hope it, was a different type of thing that I usually do when I do videos. I'm going to read more and try to learn more about remote guest to try to see if I can have Marie one time on here, or maybe from now on, maybe have her be my quote unquote co-host on this, and maybe we'll have more to talk about. Or have different things. Maybe I won't be so morbid. So like, I don't know. Like I said, these don't really have any rhyme or reason when they're out, or when I do one, or when I produce one, or whatever. I don't really produce them because producing it, you have a script and I don't. But anyway, it's just one of those things. I'll read more into that, and I'll try to get maybe better at that. Maybe I'll have other people that come on here. Maybe I'll have multiple. I don't know what's gonna happen with this. It's just like I said. This is just more for me to vent and decompress about stuff, about different things. And if anybody wants to join me, great, join me. That'd be great. If there's any comments that want to be left for things like that, if you want me to talk about, you have a question for me or whatever, you want to be a remote guest and I figure it out and then can talk about whatever, cool, great. Let's do it. But like I said, mine are just mainly for venting, and I put it on Facebook, and I put them on YouTube, and then I link them into Facebook, and then nobody watches them because most of them don't have any views on them anyway. But it's just for me, like I said, venting and decompressing. So it's cool. It's good for me, therapeutic, and maybe we'll have somebody view one of them. I know one person that views them, my friend Donaldson, he watches them, but I don't know if you're going to watch this one, dude. It's 84 minutes long. It's like it's an hour and 20 minutes, almost an hour and a half so far. So that's why I'm going to end this one already. But if you do, you'll get to this end point, you'll hear your name again. Anyway, so yeah, let me just get out of here, and I'll leave you guys to it, and I'm going to go ahead and upload this video because we're going to do it a cappella. I'm not going to put music and stuff on it. It's going to be just whatever's going on around here. Anyway, hopefully I get better soon because Sucks. Hate my voice like this, but I do sound like an actual man, like if my balls dropped.